Growing up in North Philadelphia, I got into trouble as a kid. And a block from my house was the Eastern State Penitentiary. But I never as a kid ever thought that I would be in a place like that. Yeah, I had been arrested and stuff, but I just never thought that I would actually one day be in one, and possibly for the rest of my life. And so I was told by many of the people who were incarcerated, and I got to see it with my own eyes, that if you got convicted of a murder charge, whether you pulled the trigger or not, you probably weren't going to make parole the first time out. And one of the consequences is you lose trust. That's one of the biggest things you lose is trust. Trust, it takes a lifetime to earn, and you can lose it in 4 seconds. And it takes even twice as hard to gain it back after you destroy it. So I realized I had to gain trust. I took every program I could take. I knew I definitely wouldn't have a shot at parole if I didn't take the programs. I got my GED, different things. It was 6 months out from that 6-year minimum, and now I'm up for parole. I go in front of a parole board, and I shared, I was honest, I took responsibility, and I said, I know I committed a crime. I know that there's consequences for that, and if you choose to go that way, I respect that, but I have changed. This is what I've done while I was incarcerated. And it was about maybe even like a 10-minute, it wasn't long, it was like 10 minutes. And I remember about 2 months later, I got called to the office, and the woman in front of me said to me, Mr. Kelly, and I remember my heart just dropped, and I looked at her and she said, Mr. Kelly, you will be going home. And so, my mouth was on the floor. I remember just crying uncontrollably because I truly had no category for ever being a free man again. There's obviously a reason why people go to prison. You commit a crime, you do the time. But prison shouldn't be a place simply of punishment, but the idea should be redemption. And I feel like what happened to me was a process of restoration and redemption, albeit flawed and broken along the way, tripping along the way. And it wasn't simply the parole board, it was a collective effort of the church, of my employers, of my family, of the community, of people around me, providing opportunities for me and me taking advantage of them by God's grace. I used to be known as a murderer, a drug dealer, Mr. Let's throw him away, there's nothing good that can come from that. And now I'm a pastor, I'm a college graduate, I am about to receive my master's, I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm an advocate for second chances. And so one of the reasons why I'm so excited about advocacy and prison reform and advocating for people who are incarcerated or on parole or families is because I want the parole board to know that there are more John Kellys out there. People did not believe that a young man from the inner city like me with my background with a murder charge could be transformed. And I want people to see, no, there are more John Kellys out there. And the next man or woman that comes in front of you, I know their record may say this, but at least you have a point of reference to know, hey, if this guy can change, others can as well.